Hey everyone, quick and dirty video really. I've been trying to record a polished video, but I just keep fluffing my bloody lines and I'm just not very good at it. So I'm just going to stumble my way through this one, and you can put up with my stuttering and stammering and yeah. Right, so this is Zoidberg. This is the case for the LilyGo T deck. So you've probably seen the T deck before. I don't think they could decide what to name it because it's got T keyboard written on the bottom of it, which always makes me laugh. Right, so available in the three colours: black, red, green. They're not actually separate parts. It's what we call a layer change. So this is, even though this is green and this bit's black, it's all the same part. So that's slightly different from the previous ones. I suppose the design concept of it, it's a sandwich, and this bit, this mid chassis, is the clever part that kind of that makes it what it is, I suppose. But how it goes together, you get your T deck, then you need to remove the speaker from the back. It's glued on. You give it a bit of a pull. I've done it a few times, so it comes off a bit easier. Then let me think about this. You want your little switch, and when you look carefully at the switch, it's got a tiny little line at the bottom of it. You won't be able to see it on camera, but that's because the switch is basically, the hole is not a perfect square. It's slightly angled, and the reason for that is so that the switch can tilt as you're installing it, so it doesn't put any pressure on the switch on the board. But yeah, you basically take that. We pick one. Let's do the red one. And then you tilt it in this way. You get your switch kind of lined up. You make sure it's not poking too far through the front. And then it just slots in. And you'll see it's flush at the front edges. If it's not flush, give it a little bit of a push. And that's your T deck in. You can see the USB port aligns nicely. Switch on the side. Switches from on to off nice and easily. Then you want the clever bit, which is let's think. No, you probably want to do your SMA connector next. So we wind her off. Pop that through. Spin her on and tighten it with a good old tool. Then you want to connect your ipex, which I've got my spudger handy. I think I should have probably connected the ipex before. I should have connected the ipex before widening it, because you need to get in the right orientation. Let's just pretend it's connected for the moment. Then you get your mid chassis, and the cable goes in the bottom corner. And you put all that in, and what you need to make sure is that the cable doesn't foul the little resting plate, resting pillar that's underneath. So if you do that, and took that wire through there. So that's the mid chassis in. So all we effectively have to do now is connect up the battery. Is that in? Yeah, it's in. So you want to take your battery connector. And again, I probably should have done this before I put the mid chassis in, to be quite honest with you, but I think it goes. There you go. And now it's just a case of the battery and the back. The battery is an EMB 3300 milliamp, which is this flat thing. That then can slot, let me think, it is that way. And you have to jiggle your cable around to fit in this slot at the bottom. I'm not going to do that on camera now, because you'll just see me cursing trying to get it in, because it is a little bit fiddly, but it does go. And then you basically just slap on the back, and the back clips on. nice and solidly. And that is your finished Zoidberg. Battery lasts for about 15 hours from the tests that I've done. Anything else to go over? No, I think that's about it. Oh, there's the the antenna. What do you call it? The PT Place antenna, which is quite good. I designed a little collar that goes over the SMA, and then that gives you a nice seamless look, hides the brass of the SMA connector. So yeah, there you go. It's an interesting device. The software is rubbish at the moment, to be quite honest with you, but I've seen screenshots of a new one that's coming that's got like a full GUI interface on it that looks quite cool. So that should make it a lot more usable. But yeah, there you go. I'm trying to think what else I didn't mention. Yeah, 3mm bezels all round. So it's basically the slimmest one you can get, I think. And obviously, it's not just a plastic box where the battery rattles around inside. It won't rattle around. It feels, once you've got the battery in, it feels very solid because there's a physical connection all the way from the front to the back, because the mid chassis is like the meat in the middle of the sandwich, I suppose. Right, I'll stop waffling on. But yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching.